Dear students, welcome for the second session of this organic compounds containing the nitrogen. Preferably, we are concentrating on the which one? Amines. So, in the previous session, we have defined what amines are and then how the amines has been classified under three different categories. That is, the first basis on the basis of what? The nature of the organo group that has been present, we can classify that as aliphatic amines, aromatic amines, and sometimes there may be a possibility of this one, the heterocyclic amines also. And based on the second cases is based on the nature of the functional group that has been present. That is, we are having the three different functional group related to the amines chapter here. One is amino group that is called NH2. Imino group that is called as NH, and finally the tertiary nitrogen atom for the tertiary amines. So that is based on that nature of the functional group, we will classify that as primary amines, secondary amines, and then the tertiary amines. Now third one is based on the symmetricity of the molecular amine, means how the molecular amine or of the amines will have the symmetricity of that one. Based on that we will have the simple amines and then the mixed amines. Simple amines is also called as symmetrical amines, and then mixed amines are also called as the unsymmetrical amines. If the similar groups are present around the secondary or the tertiary nitrogen atom, then we can classify that as, mention that as a simple amines are symmetrical. If they are found to be different, then it is called as what? The mixed amine or unsymmetrical amines. Okay. But the third classification, that is simple and then the mixed amines, is applicable only for the secondary and tertiary amines but not for the primary amines. Okay. Now we will move on to the nomenclature, means how to name the organic compounds, preferably the amines in case of the common system as well as which one? The IP system. So let us have the nomenclature of amines. Nomenclature of which one? Amines. So here, first is, if it is saturated aliphatic amines, if it is what amines? Saturated aliphatic amines. Primary amines. So let us start first only the primary amines. Okay. It is named as alkanamines. Which one? It is strictly the which one? Saturated aliphatic primary amines only. It is named as. So let us mention this as IUPAC name, and this to be in the common or trivial system. Common. Okay. So make that very clear first. If it is which one only? The saturated aliphatic primary amines, then it is mentioned as alkanamines. Whereas in case of this one, it is named as alkylamines. Which one? The saturated aliphatic primary amines is named as which one? Alkenamines. Here, use the various prefixes like N, iso, secondary, and then tertiary along with neo also. For that you have to be very familiar. Sorry? Which is that one? If it is a primary saturated aliphatic amines, in particular in common system they can be named as alkyl group. But alkyl amines in particular, they are having the various prefixes. If it is a linear, that is straight without the functional group is also in the main thing, that is in the main root word, then it is considered to be the which one? N. Suppose if the methyl group is situated at the second carbon atom, means the branching occurs at the second carbon atom with the methyl at second, means it is found to be the iso. If the given carbon atom functional group is attached to the two other carbon atoms, it is called as secondary. If it is the same carbon atom functional group, if it is attached to the three other carbon atoms, then it is called as tertiary carbon atom. And finally, if the given carbon atom is attached to four different carbon atoms without knowing the value of which one? The amines, we can use that as which one? Neo as a prefix. Okay. So we will have some examples related to that afterwards. If it is saturated aliphatic secondary amines now. If it is which one? Saturated aliphatic secondary amines. Then it is named as secondary amines. N-alkyl alkanamines. Here the new prefix is used, that is capital N. Means the alkyl group or the substituent is attached not to the carbon atom or the parent chain, but it is attached to the which one? The nitrogen. Means ammonia of nitrogen or the amine of the nitrogen. That is why you have to use a new prefix in the form of which one? N-alkyl alkanamides. Okay. So here I will just rub this one. Here the prefixes like N, iso, secondary, tertiary, and then new are the prefixes that you have to use in case of which one? The common system for primary saturated which amines? Aliphatic amines. Okay. In case of this one, we can have the two different names for this. So it is mentioned as dialkyl amines, but here it is an example for a simple amine. So here two different substituted alkyl amines arranged in alphabetical order. If it is a which one? Mixed amine. Two different alkyl group, but it has to be arranged in which one? The alphabetical order. Suppose if it is ethyl and methyl, ethyl comes the first, followed by the which one? Methyl. If that be the case, we have to arrange that in the alphabetical order. If it is an example for now a what amine? The mixed amine. Okay. Suppose if it is same saturated aliphatic tertiary amines. Here also we are having the two things. What's that? Either I can use NN dialkyl alkanamines, NN dialkyl alkanamines, or N-alkyl 1, N-alkyl 2 with alkanamines. Means if the alkyl groups are found to be the different, then we can mention that as N-alkyl 1, N-alkyl 2. Again, that will be in the same alphabetical order. If this be the case, we can have this in the two different systems. In case of simple amines, it is named as trialkyl amines, an example for a simple here. If it is, this one means it is three different substituted alkyl amines. Three different substituted alkyl amines, and it is found to be the what? Mixed. If it is simple, no problem. It is trialkyl amines. Suppose if it is found to be the mixed amines. Mixed amines means we should have at least 2 or 3 different alkyl groups. Then how you have to arrange? You have to just arrange in the which order? Alphabetical order. Therefore, the 3 different substituted alkyl amines, it has to be in the, if it is an example for a mixed amines. Okay. Then if it is aryl amines, aromatic amines. If it is which one? So let us take unsaturated aliphatic primary amines. Preferably the carbon double bond is present. Only the carbon double bond is present. Then in IUPAC system it is named as alkenamines. What is that? Alkenamines, such that the amino group will get the least number because it is a functional group. And then we will give the preference to the which one? The double bond. Means it is called as what amines? Alkenamines. In case of this one, it is named as alkenyl amines. Ethylenyl, propylenyl. Indirectly they are called as vinyl and allyl also. Butynyl and so on. Okay. So that is in IUPAC system, if it is unsaturated aliphatic primary amines with respect to the carbon-carbon double bond is only present, then it is named as which one? Alkenamines. And this common system is mentioned in the form of which one? Alkenyl amines. Okay. So let us have the fifth one. The same unsaturated aliphatic, this, but it is having a triple bond now. If it is a triple bonded, then it is mentioned as alkynamines. Alkynamines. Again the amino group which should get the least number. Again, But the triple bond we can have the next higher number or it may be the same number. I don't know about that. Whether it depends upon the position of the carbon-carbon double bond. But the preference is the amino group will get the least number and then we will have the triple bonded. Suppose if it is this means it is called as alkynyl amines. What's that? Alkynyl means it is, for example, CH triple bond C means it is called as acetylenyl we are calling. Suppose if it is CH3C triple bond C means it is called as methyl acetylenyl. Means they are the examples for which one? The alkynyl. Or we can say that it is also called as propynyl also. Propylenyl amines. Okay. So this is about the aliphatic nature. Suppose if it is aromatic. Suppose if it is aromatic amines. In particular, we will have the aryl amines and then the R-alkyl amines. Again, we are having the two things that is called as what and a what? Preferably, it is primary aliphatic amines only. Okay? If it is primary aromatic amines, they can be named as which one? Aryl amines or it may be the R-alkyl amines. So here it is mentioned as benzenamine. What's that it is called? Benzenamine, or it is also called as phenylamine also. Sorry, it is not phenylamine, it is only the benzenamine, or sometimes it may be the substituted benzenamines. Which one? Substituted which one? Benzenamines. The same in case of the common system, it is named as aryl amines, or particularly it is called as phenylamines. Phenylamines, because ACH5 is called as what? The phenyl group. That is, if the amino group is directly attached to that, they can be named as aryl amines. Indirectly, we are calling that as which one? Phenyl or substituted phenylamines also sometimes. Okay. If R-alkyl be the case, it is called as, or it is mentioned as phenyl benzenamine. So it is not phenyl, it is phenyl alkanamines. It's called as what? Phenyl alkanamines. Whereas in case of this one, it is called as same R-alkyl amine. Same it is what? R-alkyl amines. If it is C6H5CH2, then it is called benzyl. If it is C6H5CH2 means it is called as phenyl ethylenyl. Phenyl ethyl or ethylamine, we are calling that as phenyl ethylamine. Okay, it depends upon the side chain substituent that has been attached with respect to the benzene, or it is also called as aromatic nucleus. But in case of this one, that is the IUPAC system, it is strictly mentioned in the form of which one? The phenyl alkanamides. Okay, so this is about the general form to get the nomenclature in case of both the which and which system, common system as well as the IUPAC system. Okay, so let us have the examples related to this. Examples for that one. First, you have to be very familiar with the general formula for saturated primary aliphatic amines, unsaturated aliphatic amines, and then the unsaturated aliphatic amines with respect to the triple bond also. So first you have to know the general formula for saturated aliphatic amines. It is CnH2n plus 1 with NH2. N starts from 1 itself and so on. It is a general formula with respect to which one? Saturated aliphatic amines. Maybe primary, secondary, tertiary, whatever it may be. If it is unsaturated aliphatic amines containing, that unsaturation contains one C double bond C, containing what? One carbon-carbon triple bond, then it refers to CnH2n minus 1 with what? NH2. CnH2n minus 1 means it is also called as alkenamines also. So here N stands from 2, 3 because for unsaturation we should have at least how many carbon atoms? 2 carbon atoms. That is why it is called, but having a formula CnH2n minus 1 with what? NH2. And finally, if it is unsaturated aliphatic amines which contains or containing only one carbon-carbon triple bond refers to CnH2n minus 3 with NH2. Again N starts from 2, 3, 4 and so on. If it is what? Unsaturated aliphatic amines containing only one carbon-carbon triple bond, it is mentioned as CnH2n minus 3 with what? NH2. So this is indirectly called as alkyl amines. This is also called as alkenyl amines, and this is found to be the alkynyl amines. Alkynyl amines. So that is a 3 different general formulas with respect to the aliphatic amines. Maybe saturated, maybe unsaturated containing carbon-carbon double bond, maybe unsaturated containing carbon-carbon triple bond, which are commonly called as alkyl amines, alkenyl amines and then the alkyl amines. Their IUPAC names are respectively what? Alkanamines, alkenamines and then alkyne amines. They are having a respective general formula of CnH2n plus 1 with NH2 for alkyl amines, CnH2n minus 1 with NH2 for alkenyl amines, and CnH2n minus 3 NH2 with respect to alkyl amines. Okay. In addition to that, amines can show the chain isomerism. They can show the what? Chain isomerism. Sometimes it can also shows the stereoisomerism. In addition to that, we can have the no functional isomerism, but we can have the what is that called? It is not position. They can have the position isomerism. Position isomerism, and then we will have the metamerism also, and that metamerism is strictly for secondary amines containing a what as a functional group? NH as a functional group. What is NH called as? Imino as its functional group, then it is mentioned to be the what? The metamerism. So this is the possible. Means it doesn't usually exhibit the functional isomerism. Means amines doesn't have any functional isomers, but they can have the chain isomers, position isomers, and then the even they can have the this one also, tautomerism also. Means the conversion of amino to imino due to the change in the what functional group. Okay. So this is about the isomerism existence with respect to which one? The amines. Okay. Next we will have the examples related to the various amines to have the needs in both the common system as well as the which one? IUPAC system. Okay. Up to 4 we will have that. Okay. C4 we will have in case of saturated. Molecular formula, MF refers to which one? Molecular formula. Let's have its IUPAC name, and then the common, sometimes it is also called as the trivial name. Okay. So we know that the general formula with respect to this is given by CnH2n plus 1 with what? NH2. CnH2n plus 1 with what? NH2. Okay. On that basis, let's have the first one. If I put N is equal to 1, then it becomes CH3NH2. CH3NH2. What's the root word here? Meth. Saturated means AN. The functional group is amine. Prefix itself is what? Amine. And the position itself is 1, because the number of carbon atom itself is 1, means the name is found to be the what? Methan 1 amine, or simply it is called as what? Methanamine. And in common system it is named as alkyl amine. Which is the alkyl group here? It is methyl. Therefore it is called as methylamine. What's that called? Methylamine. Okay. So let us have C2H5NH2. 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 Or generally I will mention that only for this I can mention that as CnH2n plus 3 with N. In general I will write for this as it is not restricted only for the primary amines but also for the secondary amines and then the tertiary amines. So on that basis, if I make this as C2H7n, C2H7n, then the first possibility is CH3CH2NH2, one possibility. The second possibility is CH3NHCH3. Means we are getting both the primary amines as well as the which one? Tertiary amines. Okay. Then what is the IUPAC name with respect to CH3CH2NH2? Here the root word is eth. Saturated means ane. Functional group amine means it is called as amine, ethanamine. And the position is what? 1. That is what is called as ethanamine. And the common name is alkylamine. What is that alkylamine here? Alkyl group is ethyl group. Therefore, the name of that one is going to be the ethylamine. What amine it is? Ethylamine. And we know that it is not NH2, it is NH. NH refers to the secondary functional group. It is called as imino group. And what's the root word here? Either I can select this, either I can say, because it gets breaked through the what atom? Nitrogen atom. Therefore, the root word is just only 1. 1 means meth. Saturated means AN. And the functional group is again found to be the what? Amine. Therefore, it is called as first methanamine. So here we know that CH3NH2 refers to which one? Methanamine. So here what has done here? This is H has been replaced by CH3 and here this is a substituent. Methyl is considered to be the what? Substituent, but it is not directly attached to the root word, but it is attached through the what atom? Nitrogen atom. Therefore, we have to use a new prefix called as N. Hence, it is called as N-methyl-methanamine. Which methyl? N-methyl-methanamine is the IUPAC name with respect to CH3CNH-CH3. And in common system, as it is an example for a secondary saturated aliphatic amines, it is named as either, whether it is simple or mixed here, it is simple. Simple means this is also methyl, this is also methyl. Therefore, it is called as dimethylamine. Which methyl here? It is dimethylamine. Okay. Next, we will have, these are the two. So, here this is, these are the two different possibilities with respect to C2H7 with what? N. Okay. Let's have, put N is equal to 3 in that case. C3H9N. C3H9N. So now it becomes A, first one. CH3, CH2, CH2, NH2, that is one possibility. CH3, CH, CH3 with NH2 is second possibility. The third one is CH3N, CH2. Sorry, before that we will have CH3NH, sorry, before that CH3, CH2, NH with CH3, and finally we will have the CH3N with CH3 with CH3. Okay. So these are the four different possibilities, I think, for the formula C3H9 with N. Okay. So root word is prop, I think. Saturated means AN, functional group is amine and it is placed at the first carbon atom, therefore it is just called as propylamine. Sorry, propanamine. And it is, alkyl group is called propyl, but that propyl is found to be the straight. Straight in common system is referred as N, therefore it is called as N-propylamine. What's the type base name here? It is N-propylamine. Now, if it is this, the root word is 1, 2, 3. Again 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 means it is pro. But the amine group is at the which carbon atom? From here it is at the second carbon atom. Here it is also it is at the second carbon atom. Therefore, it is called as propan 2-amine. Or we can also call it as 2-propanamine also. 2-propanamine also. And this group is also called as propyl, but the branching is occurring at the second carbon because CH3, CH, CH3 refers to which group? Iso group. Therefore, it is called as isopropylamine. Which amine it is? Isopropylamine. Or this is also called by another name. Why? Because the functional group carbon is this CH. But this C is attached to two other carbon atoms. If any functional group or a substituent group, if it is attached to two other carbon atoms, then it is called by another prefix called as secondary. Therefore, it is also called as which one? Secondary propyl amine. Okay. Now it is a secondary amines. I think it is root word is either we can choose 2 or we can choose 1. Here the root word is only the 2. 2 means it is called as eth. Saturated means it is AN. Functional group is going to be the amine. Hence it is called as first what? Ethanamine. And what is the substituent here? It is CH3. But where it is? Not to the root word, but it is attached to the what atom? Nitrogen atom. Therefore it is called as N-methyl ethanamine. Which methyl? N-methyl ethanamine. And it is saying mixed amine here. Mixed amines means it is towards the left we are having the ethyl group, towards the right we are having the methyl group. According to the alphabetical rule, what is that? First ethyl comes first, followed by the methyl. Therefore it is called as what I here? Ethyl, methyl with amine. Ethyl, methyl, amine. Okay. Next here, as it is a tertiary amine now. What's the root word? As nitrogen is placed exactly at the center, either you can choose one carbon atom or any one we can have. Therefore the root word is just only the meth. Saturated means it is called as AN. Functional group is going to be the amine. Hence it is called as methanamine first. Then what these two are? They are the substituents, but they are attached not to the root word but through the nitrogen atom. Therefore it is called as N comma N dash. How much methyl? Dimethyl methanamine. As it is an example for a what? Primary saturated aliphatic tertiary amines. It is named as NN dash dialkyl. Instead of alkyl we are having the which one? Methyl. Therefore it is called NN dash dimethyl methanamine. And finally, in common system, as it is a simple amine or a mixed amine here, it is a simple amine. Why? Because all the alkyl groups are found to be same. Therefore it is called as trimethylamine. All are methyl groups. Hence the name of that one is called as trimethylamine. Okay. So this is about the formula with respect to C3H9 with what? N. Okay. Let's have the fourth now. Let's have the fourth first. Fourth one. C4H11N. C4H11N. Then what are the various possibilities with respect to this here? Let us have the possibilities with respect to this as the first possibility is, I think, CH3, CH2, CH2NH, CH2NH2. This is one possibility. C4H9. The second one is CH3, CH3, CH2NH2. Then CH3, CH2, CH, NH2 with a CH3, and then we are having the D as CH3C, NH2, CH3 with CH3. Means, remember directly, if C4H9 be the case, it is called as butyl. Methyl has only one, ethyl has only one, but the propyl has two. N-propyl and then isopropyl. Similarly, butyl has 4. What are those? N-butyl, isobutyl, secondary butyl, and then the tertiary butyls. Okay. Then we will have the secondary amines for this one. CH3, CH2, CH2, NH, CH3. Then we are having the CH3, CH3, NH, CH3. Then we will have the EFG. CH3, CH2, N, CH2, CH3, EFGH. Next we will have the CH3, CH2, N, CH3 with CH3. So these are the various possibilities for the formula. What is that? C4H11N. Among that, 4 are primary amines. 4 are primary amines and 3 are secondary amines, and then finally the 3 are secondary amines. Sorry, I have done mistake here. It is not N, here it is NH. Then we are having CH3, CH2, CH3, CH2, N, CH3 with CH3. Okay. So here we are having the 4 primary amines. 4 are primary amines up to this. These 3 are secondary amines, and there is only one. Which one? The tertiary amines. So let us have the first 4 now. Root word is but. Saturated is ane, functional group is amine. Hence it is called as butanamine. One butanamine or simply the butanamine. Okay. Then here root word becomes, now it is only the 3 because it is at branching here. The root word is prop. Amine is at first position, propanamine, and then the methyl is at, if this is the first carbon atom, this must be the second. Therefore it is called 2-methyl, which amine? Propanamine. 2-methyl propanamine. 2-methyl propanamine. Here again the root word is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 means it is called but. Amine is at second position. Therefore it is called as butan. 2-amine, or simply it is also called as 2-butanamine also. Then here root word is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wherever we go here we are having the 3 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3 means it is called as prop. Amine is at second position. Methyl is also at second position. Therefore it is called 2-methyl butan. So it is not butan, it is propan. Propan 2-amine, because the amine is at the, so in this case it is 2-methyl 1-propanamine. Here it is 2-methyl 2-propanamine. 2-propanamine can be split as propan 2-amine. And here you see that all are primary amines and all will have the same C4H9NH2. Means it is called as butylamine. This is straight, therefore it is called as N-butylamine. This is branching at the second carbon atom, that is what is called as isobutylamine. So here the functional group carbon is attached to 2 other carbon atoms, that is what is called as secondary butylamine. And here the carbon atom attached to this one is going to be the 3, therefore it is called as tertiary. Therefore all are first what amines? All are butylamines first. But here it is called as N-butylamine, this is called as isobutylamine, this is called secondary butylamine, and this is called tertiary butylamines. All are which amines first? A, B, C, D are considered to be the butylamines, but here it is straight, therefore it is called as N-butyl. Here it is branching at the second called as iso. The functional group carbon is attached to 2 other carbon atoms, that is why it is called as secondary, and then the functional group carbon is attached to 3 other, that is why it is called as the which one? The up to this it is an isomers. Okay. Next we are having the next 3. What's the root word? 1, 2, 3. 3 means it is called prop. Saturated AN, functional group is amine. Amine is at first position. Okay. Then the substituent is methyl, but that methyl is attached not to the root word, but it is attached through the nitrogen atom. Therefore, it is called N-methyl propanamine. Which methyl? N-methyl propanamine. And here towards the left we are having the propyl, towards the right we are having the methyl. Therefore it is called, this is propyl, but that propyl is straight, means it is called as N, and here it is methyl. Then according to the alphabetical rule, first methyl or ethyl here. I think methyl first and then the propyl. Therefore it is called as methyl N-propyl amine. Methyl N-propyl amine. Okay. So let us have the next. Root word is again 1, 2, 3 I think. Here it is 1. Therefore the root word is prop. Amine is at the second position, therefore it is called as propan 2-amine. Again the substituent is methyl attached to the nitrogen atom, therefore it is called as N-methyl propan 2-amine. Which amine it is? 2-amine. Then what is the common name here? This is isopropyl group. This is isopropyl group and this is called as methyl group. Iso sometimes is also called as here secondary. Therefore methyl iso secondary propylamine. Which one? Methyl iso or secondary propylamine. And then we are having the D here, sorry G here. Here it is 2 root word, here it is also 2 root word, means it is called as first ethanamine. What's the root word here? It is the ethanamine, and then the substituent is again ethyl, therefore it is attached to the nitrogen atom, therefore it is called as N-ethyl ethanamine. What is that? N-ethyl ethanamine. And then here we are having the root word is 2 I think. So let's have the common name for that. It is a simple amine I think. It is ethyl, here also it is ethyl, therefore it is called as a diethylamine. What is that? Diethylamine. Diethyl amine. And lastly, we will move on to this one. Root word is I think only 2. 2 means it is called as ethanamine. Both are substituent called as methyl attached to the nitrogen atom. Therefore, it is called NN dash. Dimethyl. Which amine? Ethanamine. Which amine it is? Ethane with amine, it is called as what? Ethanamine. But here it is an example for a mixed amines. Tertiary amine also. It is ethyl, it is methyl, and here it is methyl. Means 2 methyl and 1 ethyl. According to the alphabetical order, what's the name first? I'll write here. Ethyl dimethylamine. Ethyl dimethylamine is the common name with respect to CH3, CH2N with the CH3 and CH3. Means in general, if it is primary saturated aliphatic amines, they can be named as alkanamines. If it is secondary primary aliphatic amines, it is named as N-alkyl alkanamines. If it is aliphatic saturated with the tertiary amines, means it is called as N and dialkyl alkanamines. Okay. So this is about the fourth one that is called C4, which one? H11N. Means we can totally have the EFG. 9 isomers for the formula. What is that? C4H11N. Let us have another example which includes our presence of the neo as a substituent. Let us take that example, including neo as one of the prefix. Okay. After that, we will have some alkenamines and then the alkylamines, and finally we will move on to the aromatic amines. So I think this is IUPAC name. Okay. So let's have the fifth one in the form of CH3 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 CH3NH2 CH2NH2. Let's have that first. Suppose if I put C5H13N, we are having the very large numbers, because for C4H11 9 N itself we are having 7 isomers, sorry 9 isomers I think, but here 4 plus 3 plus 1, that is 8 isomers. For this one we are having nearly 13 isomers, 13 plus 1 I think 14 most probably. Okay. So let us take only the CH3, 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 CH2NH2. Root word is prop I think. Root word is prop. Amine is at first carbon atom and the 2 methyls are present at the second carbon atom. Therefore, it is called as 2, 2, how much methyl? Dimethyl, 1 propanamine, or simply it is also called as propanamine. 2, 2 dimethyl propanamine. Okay. Let's have there the common name. So towards after the functional group, this total group is become C5H11 I think. C5H11. C5H11 is in such a way that a carbon which is surrounded by 4 different carbon atoms is considered by a new prefix called as neo. Hence it is called as neopentylamine. Neopentylamine. Which amine it is? Neopentylamine. Okay. Again, it is an example for a primary amines. Okay. So I think this is about only for the which one? The saturated aliphatic amines. That is both primary, secondary, and then the tertiary. Okay. So in the next session, we will move on to the unsaturated aliphatic amines and then the unsaturated aliphatic amines with both the double bonded and then the triple bonded, along with some, which one? Aromatic amines. So that all we will discuss in the next session of this amines chapter. Okay. So thank you.